Conquering Mouse Grammar with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here today with another episode of Mini Monday, and this is called Bows. Now, this is a fun, fast, quick block that you can use your 1.5 inch strips on, and it's just very quick. Now, you can also use 2 or 2.5. I'll explain to you how to, as we're sewing this, I'll explain to you how to increase the pattern, but yeah, this is just so much fun, so quick, so easy. You're going to love it. Now, before we get any further on this, let's get to our shout outs. Dave's Craft Room. So many of you said, go check out Dave's at Dave's Craft Room. And I was like, yes, we will. Yes, we will do that. And also, Liz Worky, Using the Stash. Now, both of those YouTubers are going to be in the show notes below. Liz has been making such lovely shout outs to me and making lovely comments, and I was like, yeah, we got to give her some love and encouragement too. She's doing a fun job over there, and she's doing all sorts of different projects at once, and she talks about her progress and her journey in quilting, and it's just really wonderful. So check those two out and tell them that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you, and it'll be a nice, lovely surprise for them. Now, we've decided that you guys have said you don't want to give up Free Pattern Friday, and we understand that. A lot of you have said we don't want to give up Mini Monday because Mini Monday is a lot of fun. So we can do all sorts of Mini Mondays for a while. I'm going to try and make a pink and gray quilt and give that one to charity, and then we'll switch out colors so that we have something else going on instead of, you know, just all pink and gray. But yeah, we have other fabric we need to move out, so we're going to be hitting those other colors pretty hard too. So yes, Mini Monday will continue, and I'm also doing a bunch of blocks, filler blocks for the quilt top that I'm working on. I'll explain later when we get into like the, you know, the wrap up of the pink and grays Mini Mondays, and it'll be fine. Now, the other thing is Wednesdays, you know, we're going to do mystery sew-alongs, we're going to do the how-tos, we're going to do block case studies, we're going to do like other fun stuff. I've got a few things planned. Right after Happy Scrappy Overflow ends, we're going to start on the disappearing pinwheel. Now that's the purple and white quilt behind me that's usually there. Everybody comments on it all the time. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. And then we're deciding whether or not which one we're going to run with next, because we have so many fun ideas. Then you got to play with them all, right? You know, this is the perfect opportunity to play. So yes, we are going to do that for like Mondays and Fridays. Keep those Mini Mondays and Free Pattern Fridays. But Wednesday we're going to try and do more sew-alongs or other fun stuff. I was even thinking of doing Quilt Bingo too, because you guys had so much fun with Quilt Bingo that I thought, well, we could do that too. So we're drawing ahead, and we're trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and it'll be a lot of fun for you guys. Also, our Zoom Sew Day, it's the first Saturday of every month. Is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you don't have anything to sew that day, you know, bring your knitting or crocheting or whatever. We're kind of inclusive, not exclusive, and people come and go as the day goes on. So, you know, if you come in the morning, you'll meet different people in the afternoon. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do. Making comments, thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and there's a new thing called Hype on the cell phones. I don't use YouTube on my cell phone, but you can hype that, and it changes our analytics and pushes us forward, and that would be a great help to us and our channel, you know, to bring more quilters, free patterns, and have a little bit more fun. We also have a Facebook group. If you're part of that community, please come join us. We have a virtual sewing room hosted under Discord. We have fun chats and fabric exchanges by country to keep postal costs down. The admins say, please agree to the rules, please answer the questions, otherwise they can't let you in. They're trying to keep the riffraff and the spammers out, so they're trying to keep that just very safe for quilters. I also speak for free, and I talk to quilting guilds and quilting groups. It's my way of giving back to the quilting community. So if you're looking for a speaker, you can email me under the About tab. You'll find it under the About tab. Or you could message me through the Facebook group. I'm good either way. Also, shout outs. I get some amazing shout outs from you guys, right? It's like having thousands of eyes looking on the internet for quilting channels. If you see a shout out, somebody's working hard and having fun and just giving a different voice even, send them my way. I'd be happy to give them a shout out. You know, saying, you know, guys, go check this out. It might be your thing, it might not be your thing, but if you find it and you go look at it, then you have an option. You have the choice of whether or not you want to click on their subscribe or not. Also, I've been involved in 2 collaborations this spring, summer, and fall. Both of them have been very, very much fun. The first one involves Future Cat from New Zealand, Kelly from Kelly's Quilt Plus, Kelly from Silly Moon Sewing, Sam Albert's Sewing with Deb, Deb from Sewing with Deb, and Michelle from Bits and Pieces, and myself. Wow, have we been having a great time. That has been so much fun. It's a theme challenge, so we present a theme. Now, what does that theme mean to you? And I am having a blast. I had, every time I get one of these themes, I'm like, oh yes, we could do this, we could do that, we could, oh yes, we're having so much fun. The other challenge is called Back to Basics. Now that's ran by, handmade by Ying with Donna, and she's assembled a crew of YouTubers that are doing Back to Basic videos, and they're just having a blast in there. It was so much fun, so great to be contributing to that community as well. Perfect for beginners and great for guys that have been around with more experience that have picked up some bad habits. Yes, I'll be watching those videos too. So subscribe to all of them so you don't miss content. And both collaborations, right? Subscribe to all of them. That's really important. You don't want to miss that fun. Also, So Yeah is said that they're going to have their charity quilt drive for Alaska. It ends August 15th. Now I'm putting in their YouTube channel and their .com. Now, if you're seeing this after August 15th, I'm sorry, you missed it. You gotta, talk to them about when it's coming next year or what you want to do there next year. The people have said it's so much fun to contribute, and they had a blast. So, but if you see it before, this is your time to take that UFO quilt top that you're not sure, would be nice, and send it off to Alaska for the homeless people. I believe it's homeless people. Check them for more details. All I'm doing is saying it's there. There's a charity drive and when it ends. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so come on in. Let's get to the sewing of bows. Okay, here we go. This is bows, and very simple, very quick little block, but it has lots of potential. Now, this is a really good scrap buster because you can change the size depending on your scraps. So I've chosen, just a sec here, let's get this all lined up. Now, when we're doing this, I put a little fold in here, and I want to just kiss the line on this side, right, this side here. Now, I'm just going to drop my foot down, kissing the line because I want to make sure I have enough and I haven't done something dumb like, not left enough. And again, line it up. Now this is the side you're cutting off, so this is the side you're going to try and just right up to that edge, but not touching it. Kind of like, how you lean in to give a kiss to somebody. Yeah, that's the kind of, that's how close. All right. Okay, now we fold it over, make sure we got good coverage. Yes, we do. And we clip off this side. Now this side, because this is a 1.5 by 3.5, like you have to just, kind of like, okay, yeah, that's enough. We're not going to play around with this and make pinwheels because it would be all seams. Okay, so now we take the other side and we line it up. What you're doing is you're making a flying goose that has no nose, right, or no beak. So that's how you're going to find out how quick you can do these. Okay, here we go. Perfect. And cut that off. There. Oops, where did that go? Come here. You go into the pet bed box. And just like that, very quick. Yeah, you're making a flying goose without the beak or the bill, but that's okay. Okay, now you can change this by changing the width. So I've got 1.5 by 3.5. You could go 2 by 4.5. Right, and then you would have, no, is it 2 by 4? Yeah, 2 by 4. Because this would be, if it was a 2-inch strip, yeah, you'd 2 by 4.5. I think I have to do the math. I'll make sure. I'll put the pattern below. Or if you wanted to use 2.5-inch strips, you could, but then you're 2.5 by 6.5, and you would have 3 of them, right? And then you would have change these to 2.5 inch squares. You can make this thing different sizes. Okay, let's just sew this one as is. We'll just put this just like so, right along the 1/4 inch mark, a little shy of touching it. Here we go, and check that out. Yes, we have good coverage. Okay, pet bed. Here, grab that too. Oh, now snip this off. This, like I say, would be perfect if you had a bunch of strips you had to use up. Because this is a cute little block that goes anywhere. Now, I'm just pushing away from all of this, right? Because that's going to be a little bit easier for me to deal with. And again, we just put this under. I'm not even changing feet. This is a really nice one when you see it in a quilt. And you got one going up and down and the other one lying because it's asymmetrical, right? So you got one lying one way and another one lying the other way. Yeah, so if you've got lots of 2.5 inch strips, of course, that's when you pull out your 2.5 by 6.5. You know, all 3, you need 3 of them, you know. So now, when I'm talking about quilt layouts, they always have one like this, and then the one beside it is like that. So you could make a 4 patch with 2 of this and 2 of that, and it would make an adorable little block. Now, I've used dark and low volume. You could use medium and low volume. You could also use dark and mediums, right? Because all you need is enough contrast to make the silhouette. Right? And you could go totally scrappy too, right? Because that works as well. So anyways, let's get to our ta-da moment, and we'll give this a nice little press and it'll come out perfect. And yes, I will have the 2 and the 5 inch, or 2 and the 2 and the 2.5 inch strips needed to make this block as well in the pattern, okay? So here we are with our little ta-da moment, and Bose is so cute. Just a cutie patootie. Now, this can be used like, you know, one block and then one block like this. So you can start flipping and flopping them. Now, this is the 1.5 inch scale. So it's 1.5 by 3.5 inch strips and then 1.5 inch squares, right? So the 2 inch scale is 2 by 5 inch, and then you use 2 inch squares. And then the 2.5 inch, or the 2.5 scale is 2.5 by 6.5 inch, and then 2.5 inch squares. Like, I'll have all of that down in the show notes below, but I didn't want you guys to miss out. You can change this depending on the size of your scraps or your strips, right? So this is just such a little cutie. I just thought, okay, yeah, we got to show you guys this one. Very quick, very fast. The only thing hard about this is the stitch and flips, and you get really good at doing stitch and flip corners, by the way. So, I do hope you're giving these a try. Like I say, I am making filler blocks for these. Like, they're like 9 patches and 4 patches and, you know, other little tiny blocks that are all pink and gray. And I will be making a twin size quilt out of all of them for charity. So, and then we'll continue Mini Monday using other colors, because I'm tired of the pink and gray, actually. But anyways, I do hope you're giving these a try and you're having fun with them. So, until we meet again, I want you guys to stay well and have an absolutely fabulous week ahead. Okay, bye! My husband and I would like to thank you for all of your support and watching our videos and sharing and liking. It has just been, you've put us on such an amazing journey, and we are having so much fun. I hope everything is going so well in your life, and you know, your 1/4 inch is perfect. Everything is working out for you. And we're just so happy to be part of your life, and you having, like I say, you're watching us. I was just so thrilled that you're doing that. So I want to say goodbye, and I want to thank you with all my heart. Okay? Take care. Bye.